Hello everyone. In this video we'll learn about Pandas series. Now before we begin, we need to first understand what is a Python library. Okay, so a Python library is simply a collection of modules which can serve a specific type of purpose. So for example, if you are developing a game, you need a specific type of library. If you are working on data analysis, you need a different type of library. So likewise, we have so many libraries which are created by the developers. And in fact, this is one of the reasons why Python programming language is so popular, that it has a rich set of libraries. Okay. So the library which we are talking about in today's lecture is Pandas Library. Okay, Pandas Library or Pandas module, you can say, is used for the purpose of data analysis. Okay, so we mainly have two important objects in this module. One is of course series, and the second object is called as data frames. Okay, so we'll talk about data frames later. So what exactly is a series and how does it store data, and how do we use it for the purpose of data analysis? Okay, that's what we need to understand. So when we talk about series, we can simply say it's a 1D structure in which you store data, one-dimensional structure. Okay, just like list is also 1D, so series is also 1D. And you can see the examples of different types of series here in this picture. So here I have 4 different types of series. Okay, so in the first series you can see that there are 3 elements. Okay, 100, 200 and 300, and for each element I have an index value, which is 0, 1, 2 here, same here and same here. And here the data values are all integers, as you can see. In the second series, the data values are all strings, and in the third series you can see that the data values are of different types. So we have integer value, string value, as well as a float type of value. So this means that a series can contain any type of value inside it. Okay, so now this is the first property that you need to remember. Now when you observe the fourth series, one thing which makes it different, that is the indices, the index values of the elements. So the indices here are A, B and C. Now this is not possible if we talk about list or even one-dimensional array. So in series you can change the type of index, you can change the indices of series elements. Now how do we do it? We will see it. Now when we talk about these type of indices, okay, there's a specific type of term used for it, and that is called as positional indices. So when you do not specify any indices from your side, and when the indices are automatically generated by the system, those indices are called as positional indices, and they are always 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. But when you do specify indices from your side, like the one you can see here, okay, these indices are called labeled indices. Now let us try and write a program of creating a series. So in order to create a series, let me minimize all this. Yes, you must first import the module, import the required module. So obviously series is an object which is declared inside Pandas library, so I must import Pandas module here. Okay, so import Pandas, and then I can create a series. So to create a series you can simply write S is equals to, S is going to be the name of the series object. Okay, so you write pandas dot series with S capital, and inside the brackets you can specify the data with which you are creating the series. So there are various different types of objects with which you can create series, but for now I'm using a list here. Okay, so 10, 20 and 30, and that's it, the series is created. So let's print it on screen and let's see how it looks. So I've executed the program and you can see the output. Now, since I did not specify anything about the indices, as you can see, the system has generated them automatically as 0, 1 and 2. Now these are of course positional indices. Okay, and the values are of course 10, 20 and 30, and these values are taken from this list here. One more thing is displayed is D type. Now D type is the data type of all the elements of the series. So right now I have all integer values here. So it is saying int, and each integer is taking 64 bytes of memory. Okay, so this is what it shows as int 64. So I hope the basic concept of series is clear to you. And one more thing I want to tell you is, how do we access elements once a series is created? Okay, so there is no difference whatsoever if you compare a series with a list as far as the accessing values is concerned. So for example, if I want to access this value 20, you can simply write print s and 1. 1 is of course the index value, and then when you run, you can see that I am able to access the value 20. So it's the same as what we saw in lists. Okay, use the index and access the value. Okay, so let's now create another series. So s is equals to pandas dot series, and the elements are going to be 10, and then a string type of value, name of a person Tom, and a float type of value. Okay, fine. So let's now print it and run it. So as you can see, the series is created again. So as you can see, once you have different types of values in a series, the D type is changed. Now it has been changed to object. Okay, so why object? Because the values inside a series are not same. Okay, they are different types of values. So that is whenever this happens, by default the data type taken for that type of series is object. So that is something which you should remember. Okay, so I hope the concepts explained here are clear to you. This lecture was basically about what exactly is a series, how do we create it, and what is Pandas library used for. In the upcoming lectures, we'll see more about series. Okay, so do check those videos out. Thank you so much for watching. Do take good care.